Mouth soap. So I know that that was a thing back in the days that like when somebody swore, you would clean their mouth with soap. What if that's the case here? What if whenever you swear, your mouth starts like foaming and you just taste soap and you're like what is happening? And you just like this like and it stays for a while too. It's like it makes sure. By the way, what a weird reaction to somebody swearing is to clean their mouth with soap. I mean, at the end, like I guess you want swearing back then was like way back then was considered like it's like a taboo and it's just not the way people talk. You know, it's not something that a prestiged person would say. You shouldn't go around saying fuck. So I guess at the end, if you clean the mouth of a child with soap, they would be more keen to be like, I'm not gonna swear anymore, because every time I do, I just get my mouth washed with the most like vile soap taste. Safe. SCP-1331 is stored in a secure locker at site. Experimentation may only be performed on Class D personnel and only with prior permission from at least one Level 3 senior researcher. SCP-1331 is a standard size, approximately 7.5 centimeters times 9 centimeters times 2.5 centimeters, or just say the numbers first and then centimeters at the end because they're all centimeters. Afro, just do that. It saves you on time. Bar of yellow hand soap bearing the inscription "The Factory." Oh, it's the factory once again, boys and girls. It's the factory along both lateral sides. Analysis of samples taken from SCP-1331 has yielded results consistent with ingredients normal for commercially produced hand soap, and SCP-1331 has shown no ability to self-repair or self-replicate. When SCP-1331 comes into contact with any part of the inside of the mouth of a human subject, including the tongue, the subject is affected by an anomalous effect that causes all attempts to vocalize because of any part of the inside of the mouth of a human. The subject is affected by the anomalous effect that causes all attempts to vocalize expressions to be bleeped out or censored by a synthesized tone. Non-vocal communication is not affected. Sign languages and written expletives will not be censored. No other anomalous changes in the subject are detectable, and while experimentation shows that the subject vocal muscle movements are consistent with that of the words they intend to speak, all recordings devices and observers only pick up the censoring tone. The duration of SCP-1331's effect is proportional to the amount of time SCP-1331 remains in contact with the mouth of the subject. 10 seconds of contact result in an effect duration of approximately 1 hour. SCP-1331 was discovered by the Foundation agent during a routine visit to the Antiques and Curiosity Shop in Redacted, where it was being sold as a gag item. When questioned, the store owner was unable to remember who or where he obtained it from, and was later released after having been administered a Class B amnestic. Addendum 1. SCP-1331 packaging, dirty mouth soap. Do you know someone who has a filthy mouth? Clean out all those dirty words with the latest factory invention. This is play on your children or play a trick on your friends. Hilarious at parties. Almost seems like a Dr. One Entertainment invention instead of a factory invention, but to be fair, the factory is like very like random with the things. And then 2, additional experimentation results. Additional testing with SCP-1331 has shown that its effect appears to trigger whenever any word or phrase considered offensive or an expletive by any observer is spoken, including the speaker. If all observers present do not consider them something an expletive, then it is not subject to the effect. Furthermore, this effect seems to extend to recordings rather than be recorded. That is, any recording of a subject's speech while effective will exhibit the same effect while played, but once the effect has ended on the subject, the recording is no longer affected either. We're still looking into how this thing actually works. Doctor, yo, can you give this to all the gamers that use voice chat to just be absolutely insulting and toxic to people? Although at the same time, I feel like they were just on purposely cursed and just so all you can hear is this. I hope you. And like it's not like. and you just that's all you hear from the mic. You're like, oh my god, please just shut up. So I guess that's not much better now, is it? Addendum 3: Additional experimentation results. SCP-1331 appears to have additional detrimental effects in subjects with more than 1 hour of cumulative exposure. Its primary effect will take longer and longer to fade away, and eventually the effect simply becomes permanent. Subject also began to manifest a progressive increase in the number of words and phrases that are censored. Until at 3 hours of exposure, everything they say is censored. Until further notice, SCP-1331 experimentation is to be limited to Class D personnel only. Doctor. That is fun. I like that. I like that it actually has to do with the whole cursing thing that I talked about. And but in this case, it's just like, yeah, just taste some soap, and cursing is not going to be possible for you anymore. You have congratulations, you played yourself with soap.